For over 70 years, an entire country has dedicated itself with religious fervor to one family line. While historically many countries have experienced the cult of personality, like China or the Soviet Union, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or better known as North Korea, is an anomaly, both in the duration and in the potency of the cult of personality for the Kim regime. But why? What makes it so different? What makes it so much more powerful? While answering this question is certainly a complicated affair, I believe this question can be answered at least in part in how the Kim cult of personality taps into universal heroic and messianic archetypes that have powerful, innate, nearly subconscious connotations for all human beings. A simple way of understanding this is understanding that no matter when or how a story is told, no matter the context or the culture, the average human being can innately understand and relate to characters because of the specific roles that they fill. In his work, Leader Symbols and Personality Cult in North Korea, The Leader State, Professor Jae-Chon Lim outlines a framework by which we can understand how the Kims have positioned themselves in a way that gives them even more power. Lim builds upon the idea that there are master myths that exist for each country. Master myths attempt to tell a story that can explain the current position and ultimate destiny of a country. While every country has these myths, North Korea is unique because one specific leader and his descendants are at the center of the construction of these myths. There are three types of master myths: foundational, sustaining, and eschatological. The DPRK foundational myth holds that Kim Il-sung began the nation as a result of liberating Korea from Japan single-handedly with his military genius and courage. Sustaining myths are myths that maintain the strength of a political structure or institution. For the DPRK, that is that Kim Il-sung and his descendants continue to be the sole holders of national authority and legitimacy because of Kim's role as the national liberator and founder. Eschatological myths project the final destiny of a nation. For the DPRK, that is that the Kim regime will one day liberate South Korea from American imperialism the same way it liberated North Korea originally from Japanese imperialism. But even within these master myths are specific archetypal roles that Kim Il-sung is positioned to fill, including that as a liberator, someone who freed the Koreans from the Japanese, or that as a great thinker or teacher, someone who dispensed the Juche philosophy, or perhaps as the benevolent father, a father for all Koreans. For other groups of people, like countries and religions, these roles are filled by those who are divine or have received divine assistance, like George Washington for the United States, or Jesus Christ for Christianity. Thus, in a very real way, the Kims have positioned themselves to fill the role of gods. And ultimately, who would dare contend with the will of a god?